Alright, guys, we know the drill. Another week on the road, another loss. So, I'm not even going to do an intro to this video. It's going to be very much short and sweet because I do want to get on with it. Unfortunately, we just couldn't do anything. I feel like we probably need to lower our eyes a little bit more going inside forward 50. I feel like we were bombing way too much into the forward 50 with no real result. I know Sam Day was taking really good contested marks. He was on about 6 before he unfortunately got injured. But that doesn't mean we just can keep bombing it long to him. I feel like when we play at home, we can lower our eyes. We know the field really well, which is obvious. But we just weren't able to lower our eyes today, and I feel like it's just it's the same things each week that we play away. So I feel like we need to go back to the drawing board, and really analyze this game hard come Monday or tomorrow, whenever they choose to do it, and really find out why we keep losing away. It's now 14 games in a row that we've lost away, and it's just inexcusable. Speaking of inexcusable, there's just no excuses to why we lost the game. This is a game that we should have won. Would have put us in the top 8 quite comfortably. Would have put us in 5th position. And we, once again, away from home, let it slip. We started every single quarter poorly, but the fourth quarter. We started strong in the fourth quarter and ended kind of strong in the fourth quarter. A few judgment errors and a few skill errors cost us the game. And we're not even going to talk about the high tackle on Will Graham that didn't get awarded in our forward 50. That would have given us a lead, but I don't even think at this point that would have given us the win, because at that point there was still 2 minutes left and North were coming at us hard. So, the umpiring was at somewhat of a decent level. I'm not going to touch too much on it. The holding the ball rule, I kind of think this round is working kind of okay at the moment. I didn't really see any real errors in terms of holding the ball. The only real error I did see was the Will Graham one. There was probably more, let's be real, but I feel like the umpiring overall today was kind of good in terms of the game. And I feel like that Will Graham one was just because umpires didn't want to get involved because of all the sick that they've been getting. But, we'll have to move on to next week and hopefully get a win. In terms of our season, is it over? Let me know what you guys think, but I personally feel like it's not. There is still a chance to make finals. Historically, 12 wins sees the team in the finals. I know this season's been a lot more competitive, so maybe not. Maybe it'll be 13 wins this season, or maybe it'll be 11. Teams in the 8 can still get draws. There's already been 2 draws this season, 2 or 3 draws this season. So, if there are more draws, it might push that down to 11, and then we have to win 3 of the next 7, not 4 of the next 7. But having a look at our run home, for our home games, if theoretically our home form, this is theoretically if we stay unbeaten at home, we should win against Port, Brisbane, and Melbourne. Those are our last 3 home games. We've got Port next week, Brisbane not the following week, but the week after that, and then Melbourne, I think, straight away after the Brisbane game. Now, out of those ones, who can we actually beat? I feel like we could beat Port Adelaide 100%, although they've just come off a strong win against the Bulldogs. And I feel like we should be able to beat Melbourne. Brisbane, I'll have to see how they go tomorrow. and obviously the week after. But if we do technically win every single home game that we've got left, which is 3, we just need to win one game away, and our games that we should win away are West Coast and Richmond. We've also got GWS in there as well. I don't know if we've got one more team away. We will have one more team away because that's only 5. We've got 2 more teams. But anyway, I had a look through West Coast and Richmond. We should win. We should win unless it happens to be like North Melbourne today. We won't win. But looking at it, West Coast I was a bit skeptical about because they were really good for a decent patch at home, but now they're back to being a side that's looking a bit lackluster no matter where they play. They don't really look like they've got much motivation. So I'm now more confident about that game again, and Richmond as well. They're now bottom of the ladder. And yet again, they just don't have a season going for them this year, and I feel like they've lost a bit, and they're trying to replan for next season at the moment. They'll take their pick one and replan for next season. So I feel like those 2 games, hopefully we can break our freaking away curse and get the job done against them, and that means we can afford to lose one of the home games. Hopefully the Brisbane one, because that's the one that I'm the most skeptical about. So yes, it is still on, and if there are more draws and or for some reason the wins you need to make the finals is 11 this season, I don't see it being 11 unless there are at least 2 more draws with sides which were close to being inside the 8. It's gonna have to be 12, and we're gonna have to win 4 out of our next 7 games. And finally, just 2 major injuries that we have to watch. Tuke Miller came off, I think, early in the third quarter with a wrist injury. I didn't see the footage of when it would have happened. They didn't show it. We haven't got much news about that. And Sam Day went down with a foot type injury, rumored to be an Achilles, but I don't think it will be. Hopefully it's just bone bruising, because he did get taken off and he didn't play the rest of the game, but I'm really hoping it's just bone bruising in his foot, because then he'll be just a test to play again next week. But maybe it's also not a bad thing if Sam Day comes out of the squad. And I've been a massive believer in Sam Day with how he plays. He kicks goals pretty much every game he plays for us in the seniors. But, we got Levi Casbolt in the twos that would probably be wanting a great opportunity to step back up and take seniors footy with 2 hands. And especially with Jared Witts out, Levi's probably a better backup rock to Ned Moyle than what Sam Day is. So we'll have to keep a watch on that. If you guys do want to keep a close eye on that, follow my Instagram. Link for that will be down in the description below. I'll keep a close eye on that and update you guys. But anyway, that is the end of the video. If you guys have enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and notification bell. Let me know what you guys think about this game that we played today. And I like and comment like and reply to every comment on the YouTube videos. But have a good one, guys, and peace.